Right, this potentially will be the part 2, guys, or addendum, depending on how it goes with Q10. You see the lady was just on the left when we finished part 1. Part 1 will be linked below, and my goodness me, it was a stonker of a video. Horsey meltdowns, plenty of enforcement of the box, and most importantly, one horse here we haven't seen in an awful long time. The one and only magnificent Mr. Q10. Now, the reason we've got a helicopter above, I'm guessing, is going to be one of two things. Either there is a Palestine protest nearby, or if that very, very large pro-transgender, I think I'm saying, I don't know because I wasn't reading their literature. I think it was a pro-transgender group that we briefly spoke to earlier. If that isn't large enough, looking at the helicopter, it might well have been because the helicopter's over Parliament Square. If that is large enough, then we'll go and get a bit of footage, maybe talk to some people when I've finished here. Oh, she got completely scared for absolutely no reason, just because the horse moved its head. Then again, it is a giant horse, and we saw what happened in part 1 when he had his little meltdown and decided to quit. And wow, guys, this trooper did an extraordinary job with one hand, pretty much challenging Q10, saying, look, you know what, bring it on. So for that reason alone, you have to watch part 1, guys. The trooper was almost laughing when the horse tried to have a meltdown. What an outstanding rider this trooper is. Oh, absolutely amazing. I'm not sure what's she asking to... Oh, she's Italian, saying ciao to the horse. Che bello. Or bella. Oh, my Italian's terrible. But either way, it's a good looking horse. I think we can agree on that. Oh wait, I think this guy's Spanish as well. Look, he's got Pepe on his t-shirt. Pepe. Pepe Jeans. It's an unusual surname. Jeans was a common surname in Spain. Wait, let me just have a look on the... Interesting enough, I've just noticed actually, they didn't close the doors again. And that was probably because, as we've seen before, Q10 doesn't like it, does he, when the doors are closed? Oh, we've got two elegant ladies at the same time now. Are any of them going to make a mistake and get shouted at? I don't know. Lady on the left is a little nervous. I can see that from her body language. It is... Oh, there we go again. 29 minutes until Mr. 10 quits. What I do want to see, in all honesty, guys, is Q10 dismount in the yard. The Q10 dismount in the yard. One, because we've never ever seen it, I don't think, because it usually quits, and two, because that's some distance or height, apologies, for the trooper to dismount from. I seem to remember, and again, guys, please don't, jump on me for this, that Q10 is 17 hands or 17.2. I seem to remember. I might be wrong, but I seem to remember him being 17-ish, give or take. Oh, she's absolutely fallen in love with the horse straight away, look. Fantastic. And they still come... Oh, there we go again. That's what happens, guys, when you have a military lab and you cross a horse with a lion. Oh, God, now we've got another... We've got another massive protest that's just turned onto Whitehall from Trafalgar Square, and Q10's noticed it immediately, not only because of the banging of drums, but because they're all wearing bright yellow. Hopefully they'll recognise that this protest is coming shortly and remove the horse, because there is no way he's going to stand here peacefully with that noise coming along. Unless we're going to turn left. Oh, TV guy here. That's broadcast quality kit. Which TV station, I wonder? Nothing on the dead cat. I have no idea what this protest is coming along, but there are hundreds of people all dressed in yellow. Now the problem is, do I go over and look at that, or do I focus on the Q10 meltdown? Because you know what? There's going to be a meltdown. I'm not sure if you can hear the drumming, but it's getting closer. I can't read. What does it say? Hold on. I think it's Falun Gong by the looks of it. I can read Falun on their banner. Oh, there we are. They were just told to move outside the white line. And it looks like they're not turning, folks. I'm pretty sure they're coming past horseguards. There are hundreds of them, and I think it's Chinese Falun Gong. Actually, it's not. I read Falun, right? It's Falun Dafa, D-A-F-A, Falun Dafa. I don't know what that is, so I'll leave it to you. What on earth is Falun Dafa? I think. But remind me we had a Q10 meltdown. Once Falun Dafa makes it to Raffles, I'm going to go and have a quick look. We can always run back over. But I'm honestly a bit surprised they haven't taken him off. I'm counting, hundreds. You'll see in a minute, people, when we have a look. This is what, one second, this is what we're looking at across Whitehall, look. This, Falun Dafa, all dressed in yellow, going all the way back, look. Certainly I would think a couple of hundred. And they're banging those drums. What's going to happen? Q10 meltdown or Falun Dafa? You know what, I'll come back over. I'm going to go with my instinct, and my instinct is here for the moment. If the horse gets removed, so be it. Let's have a quick look, because this is something we don't see every day in London. And you know, guys, that I am a stickler for interesting and unusual, unique sights. And this certainly is all of those things and more. Look at this. Extraordinary, beautiful colours. Wow. Falun Dafa America, Oceania, Shenyang, Taiwan, Japan. For the moment, Q10's fine. As I said, I will dash back over in a minute. I think the drums are going to be the problem. What the flip? Just when you think it couldn't get more unusual here in central London, we come across this. I'm going to stand in the centre of the road just for a minute, because, one second, there's a motorcycle coming and I'll move. What a sight. Okay, Q10 is still chill for the moment. So the motorcyclist doesn't accidentally lose control. Look at this. Stop forced organ removals in China. What on earth? Okay, let's get back to horseguards. Oh, there we go. Q10's off. 1 second. I'm running back over, guys. I told you we'd have a Q10 meltdown. He's off. Look. That was inevitable as the drums are being banged super loudly. Okay, we're this side of the box, so we're in a good spot. I honestly think they're going to take him off now anyway, temporarily. Can you understand why he's not a huge fan of those drums? Now, when I say take him off, I'm not sure if that means like take him off permanently or whether they're going to take him off temporarily. Everybody's gone told to move. Luckily, yours truly got through the gates before that happened. Okay, he's back in again for another try. Wow. That was really extraordinary to see that happening though, like really extraordinary. Okay, so he's back in the box. Goodness gracious me. Okay, so it wasn't like a massive meltdown, but you know, we kind of got everything we needed, including the march. What a day. I mean, Tamil, Chinese, with transgender, now this. And this. Trying to squeeze through, guys. That's now passed on peacefully, luckily. So I think Q10 probably will. We've never ever seen anything like this, ever, in central London. Fairly large number of people as well. Just being careful while I look into the road. Well, Q10's out of the box again, so I'm just debating whether or not we should be in the yard or here at the front. See, there he is, look. In fact, folks, I'm going back in the yard. And the reason I'm going in the yard is that he's on a bit of a standoff with the orderly stableman. And luckily we've got a front row seat, complete with the police officer here, also keeping everybody back. The trouble is now loads of tourists are flooding into the yard. Got the gate behind me, so there's no chance of there being a problem. I can quickly vanish. He's got 20 minutes to the end of his shift. The thing is, a horse this big, it doesn't matter how many people or however experienced the rider is. Oh, just stepped on a sandwich box. If he doesn't want to stay in the box, he's not going to stay in the box. It's that simple. How many times is that now he's been taken back into the box? I think 2 or 3. Clearly the trooper is like hyper experienced, but crazy thing to see with a horse this large. 1 second, let's try and squeeze ourselves back out at the front. There he is. Oh, he's saying to the orderly, I don't want to go on box duty, can I go into the stables? It's super packed here as well. So now we've got the orderly, the police, the trooper, Q10. I mean, fortunately it's a little bit quieter, it's calmed down somewhat, but my goodness me. Crazy. Magic hands of the orderly. Oh, that's always all the crowd. Everyone's like, oh, and trooper's smiling. Oh. Ready to... Oh, here we go again. This is why it's probably not smart to be directly in front. We've got a super view though, folks.
Please move out of the way and go behind the bollards.
Get myself into the yard, folks, out of here because it's safer. And the horse is just not having it. They've closed the box, as you can see, and that obviously is what is making the horse be a bit skittish. He doesn't like it when those doors are closed. Here he is out again. Look.
Excuse me, guys. Can everyone move out of the way?
Getting myself behind the gate here. It's not worth the risk. And we got amazing footage today, actually. Very lucky. They're going to take him off, I'm sure now. Plus the box doors are closed, so I think that's it. Game over. Yet again, Q10 shows everybody who's the boss. You wouldn't believe it, would you? If I said Q10's back and he's going to have a meltdown, you would not have believed it for a second. Yet here we are, Q10 meltdown. He's like... I don't think I've ever actually been this close to the archway, guys. And boom, it's a wrap. To be honest, I'm kind of sad that he quit, because he is one of our favourite horses. Let's not beat around the bush. He's an amazing, magnificent horse. But he always gets his own way. Why? Look at the size of him. I mean, who's going to tell him otherwise? Even the corporal of horses, I don't think would... even if he ordered him, he's like, I order you, trooper, to stay in that box. He'd be like, nope. Anyway, guys, that is the end of our little addendum. Q10 did not make it to the end of his shift. In fact, he quit 18 minutes before the end of his shift. And the problem is, having just quit, my thought is that he likely will not be back on duty tomorrow. Oh, interesting enough, we've got Army Man here. 1 second, I was going to ask him. He doesn't know what it is. Look, Army bro. However, I don't think he's in the army. I think it's some kind of protest group, protest movement. So that box is empty for the moment. I'm going to call it a day, guys, because we've got more than enough. And if we want a video to be published today, I need to go home and publish it now. Hope you enjoyed that. As usual, I strive for completeness, and we got completeness. Q10 quitting. Unless I spot something super interesting between here and the other end, this will be a wrap. However, because we saw that vigil closer to Parliament Square, and we know there are at least 1 or 2 other protests in the area, I'll keep the camera on until I get, it's only a few minutes up here, to Parliament Square. I mean, it's a lovely, beautiful afternoon, so it doesn't hurt to take in a little bit of the architectural splendour, I guess. I will try to keep in the relatively shady spot on the left here. That way we get much better light. But isn't it spectacular, guys? Yeah? It doesn't seem that long ago we were walking along here and there wasn't a single bit of greenery on any of the trees. And yet it's all sprung back to life. Just in time. I also have no idea whether the Falun, I forgot what it was, Falun Dafa, whatever it's called again, group are going to stop here with a Tamil group. I noticed 2 of the outcars are here in front. I mean, whichever horse came out to replace Q10 would not be quite so magnificently massive as Q10. So I think it was the right judgment call, especially as this is actually part, realistically this is even part 3 to be fair, guys. I shot 3 videos today, for goodness sake. Right. So they're still here, wow. I mean, it's good that this side actually is in the shade because it's a very warm day. And sitting in the sunshine on the ground for an hour or 2 would be no mean feat, I tell you that. They're finishing up, but there are still some hardy souls sitting here. We covered that in another video. Okay, so that's number 1. This is the Tamil group, which we already covered. Colours are just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colours. And then, as well as that, we have the Falun Dafa, which is just here. They seem to have stopped. Oh, there are the drums. Drums that terrified the horses, everybody. Here. There they are. I mean, just what a day. I don't remember a day with so many extraordinary sights, sounds, colours, personalities, individuals, horses. Magnificent trooper doing his job outstandingly with Q10. Just like, wow. That's all I can say, everybody. Wow. Here they are. I've never actually even heard of this. We've all heard of Falun Gong, but I have no idea what Falun Dafa is. I mean, I'm assuming it's a religion. I mean, practiced by over 100 million people in 140 countries. I feel a bit embarrassed, guys. I have to confess that I've honestly never heard of Falun Dafa. Nope. So I'm not actually sure what they're protesting. Protesting for in this location. In all honesty, let me ask. 1 second. Let me see if I can find somebody who would be willing to tell me. Because I've honestly got no clue. The thing is, there's not really anyone around. Everybody's sort of part of the protest. I mean, it is what it is. Anyone want to talk to me? No? Wait, they're moving now. They've got the little mats to sit on. But there's no one here to ask what it's all about or who they're commemorating, I guess. What a day. Okay, I'm going to call it a day, guys. It's been enough already for me. That's a lot of Chinese film crews turning up now as well. Quick question. I'd never heard of it. Saw it going past horseguards. What is Falun Dafa?
Falun Dafa is a meditation.
Can I put it on camera? You're okay on camera or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
So Falun Gong is a meditation. It's free practice all over the world.
Okay.
The Chinese government supported it from 92 to 99, and then after now it was under the Communist Party, there was 70 to 100 million people practicing it.
Okay.
They felt it was a threat, so they decided to ban it. Jiang Zemin actually pushed it through, and then on the 26th of April they went to the government and petitioned the government to ask them to stop harassing Falun Gong practitioners.
Okay.
There's only about 10,000 of them, and then Jiang Zemin saw that and he felt threatened, and then in June he set up this Gestapo office called the 16th Office. They have all power over society. They are high-level like security forces, and their whole objective is to persecute Falun Gong.
Okay.
To eliminate them. And then in July they did an all-out campaign to ban Falun Gong.
So the people that have been commemorated here on the plaques are people that have been arrested or people that have vanished or...
So these are people that died, basically.
Oh, okay, confirmed deaths, yeah, okay.
And there's millions of people that have been tortured and persecuted. And now in 2006 they found out they're taking their organs, selling for profit.
I did wonder when I saw that on a couple of the placards mentioning about, illegal organ harvesting and the like.
State sanctioned.
Flipping hell.
It's so serious. It's beggars belief. Unless they forced, if you practice Falun Gong, you can't get a bank account, you can't pass your exams. You've got to pledge allegiance to the CCP, like from tiny little kids up to in college and university. So it's terrifying. We don't know anything, we don't know half.
Yeah, we never do we, to be fair. Thank you for speaking to me. Very kind of you. I've got it in there, yeah. Nice thing to see, and thanks for your time. Okay, see you. Well, a kind of lovely gent, folks. Respect to these people. His point of view, what can I say? We talk to all types on this channel about all types of things. This channel is never pro or anti anything except HCAV. But it's a very interesting thing to see. Respect to these people for their patience, I guess. Yeah. And that's definitely a wrap, everybody. We got more than enough. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's videos, plural. I'll be back soon, guys. I need to get a bit of rest. I really do. And actually, I'm seeing more people coming along to join the other protest. So I'm also wondering if we're going to bump into that at Parliament Square. Look. Oh goodness me. Yeah, I think we need to call it quits while we're ahead. Back soon, people. Bye for now.